This is a 1951 Ford F1 pickup truck. It's a short bed, and it is an original V8 truck, but it has had an engine swap done to it years back. It looks like, for whatever reason, people like to do this. Somebody put a Chevy 327 in it. It does run great, and it drives really good too. It's got the original 3-speed on the floor. Touch the button and it fires right up. I have confidence enough that it drives good enough. I've been driving it a few times, and typically on a manual transmission I'll have somebody hold the camera for me while I shift gears. So I'm gonna try to drive the truck and hold the camera at the same time. There we go. Just gotta get through the gears real quick, and messed up there a little bit with the shifting, but not easy truck to shift. It's hard to hold the camera and all that at the same time. Anyways, a good driving truck. It's got power steering, which does help a lot. Steering on it steers nice and straight. I always kind of like hold my finger up there and show you. Got good brakes. Pull over here. Here's the nice thing, is steering right here. Having power steering in these old trucks is an extra special bonus. Pop this hood. So we have a primary and a secondary. There we go. And you can hear how quiet that engine is. I mean, it just runs perfect. That is actually an older Chevy engine that's with a single barrel intake on it. So if you really wanted to beef it up, you might want to put a new intake on it, put a 4-barrel on it, or even beef it up to the 2-barrel. So single barrel intake on that, but great driving truck. Kind of, like I said earlier, I don't know how easy it is to hear sometimes while I'm driving, but holding the camera and shifting gears and driving a 1951 vehicle don't all go together. But if I could have taken a cell phone call and tried to eat a sandwich, then I could have really made it go. This is a sweet little truck. I mean, the body's really straight on it. It's not perfect. This is no show truck. This is a jump in it and drive it right now shop truck. I would love to keep a truck like this around the shop or around the farm or wherever, and just have it to run around. It drives great. 3-speed on the floor, engine runs great. Got a nice looking set of progressive wheels on it, matching Delta GT tires with good tread. Overall, the body's really straight. If you wanted to have a really nice paint job on this truck, you'd want to go over and, you know, sand it down to bare metal, you know, block it out and all that stuff. It's got a few little spots here. There's a seam here and there's a few little bubbles there. There's some scratch, you know, when you get up on it, you're going to see a few scratches here and there. The hood looks really good. A couple of little spots here. I don't know if that's wax or something. Almost, yep, actually that's coming off. That looks like something that would come off. Bottoms of the doors are in good shape. A couple of tiny little bubbles right here. Other than that, no rust. That's a nice thing about this truck, is this is a really clean, minimal rust truck. Hinges look great. Got the old original Ford. That's actually an old original floor mat there, and it even says on there 1948 to 52. If it's not original, it was repopped years ago. And it's had somebody put some heavy gauge steel in the floor here to replace probably some old rust just in the one just across the front of the floor pan. Dashboard in here is awesome, unmolested. Turn signals do work, which is really cool. Speedometer does not. I've also got another gauge, VIN vent here. It's not a vent, it's a speaker grill. That's what I meant to say. And that comes with the truck. Of course, the seat looks like it was just freshly recovered. Very tastefully done, original style. There's an LMC trucking magazine that's going to go with the truck. It's fine. You can order anything you want to. All the glass and the weather stripping is actually new. All the felts around the windows are new. Windows roll up and down easily. So nice fresh glass, even the vent windows. A lot of times they put all brand new glass, but for some reason guys don't like to do. And they are tempered, all tempered glass now. Could use a headliner if you wanted to finish it off. Fuel tank's in the back in the original position, and it works. I do believe the fuel gauge actually works. So I sure do love these trucks. I mean, I'm starting to get to where the older they are, the more I love them. And I like mid 50s models trucks, but the early 50s and then getting into the 40s. In fact, I had a 38 Ford last year truck that I just love, a little Snoopy nose truck. Anyways, continuing to walk around the body, a little ding and scratch here and there, but this is like a shop truck. 1, 2 little 3 tiny itsy bitsy spots of rust bubbles right there. Maybe just actually it almost looks like paint splatter more than rust bubbles. Same side over here. Bottoms of the doors are clean and rust free. Original interior panels. That's the original floor pan right there. Only the front part of the floor pan was replaced, as you can see. And I might take some Rhino liner or something and put that on there. I love the fact that, I mean, the interior, this truck is so presentable the way it is. And from 15 feet away, you know, when I drive this truck around town, people stop me at the gas station, they say, wow, what a really nice truck. I mean, it's a really nice looking truck. A couple of spots here on the hood. Real kind of hard to catch on the camera there. But anyways, up underneath the truck, step ups are right clean and rust free. You've got superficial surface rust underneath the truck. It hasn't been POR 15'd or, you know, coated or whatever. It does have a new exhaust system put on, as you can see. Frame rails are all in great shape. No leaks on the transmission or engine that I've seen. I've had it parked in the same spot for a couple of weeks. All superficial rust, in other words, surface rust. So very clean. Looks like it's got some new, just inexpensive Monroe shocks on the back. And the guy that we got this truck actually came out of South Georgia, so that's the main reason why it's going to be rust free. This guy was driving it 2 or 3 times a week, keeping it around his shop. He owned a transmission shop, and you know, just time for him to sell this one and get something else and buy another toy. So he let this one go. But they made sure all the lights work, brake lights work, turn signals work. Look at your step ups. I mean, this is a really clean truck. If I was going to do this truck personally, I might see if I could track down an original set of wheels. These wheels look really nice, but if it was my truck, if I'm giving my opinion, I'd see if I could find a 302 to put in it. Maybe a C6, C4, C6 automatic transmission, and then drive it. You know, maybe put some original style wheels back on it, because overall, on the exterior, aside from the wheels, this is an original looking truck. Drip rails are in good shape. I was noticing that earlier. As you look around the drip rails on both sides, no rust. Top has nice and smooth. I mean, this is a great truck. Somebody's going to really enjoy owning it. And these trucks are so hot right now. The thing I love about trucks is they can have a little bit of imperfections, and on a truck that's a character. On a car with imperfections, it looks like crap that needs to be cleaned up and fixed. But on a truck, you can say, hey, it looks like an old, you know, looks like an old farm truck. And I think that adds character, and that's cool. So it does have the original wood underneath this steel bed that somebody put in years ago. It looks like they cut it and did a really nice job putting it in. So it is clean looking. The tailgate's in good shape. Got a couple of little maybe rusty spots that got painted over being original, but nice and straight, opens and closes easily. Old school original rear bumper. So there you have it. 1951 Ford F1 pickup truck. PeachtreeClassicCars.com.